subscribe. And let's go to our next topic here. A look at the Lakers' new roster, retooling the Lakers via free agency. Bunch of big moves for the Lakers here. Really putting together a good team over the course of free agency. And when we, especially me, I didn't think they had enough money to do some of these moves, but they were able to make smart moves, able to bring in some guys on minimum deals to basically boost their value when the time comes in a couple of years with the TV deal, which I think people are not mentioning and not paying attention to how much money that TV deal is going to be, which allows these teams to get these guys right now and willing to take these small-time deals to get a chance at getting big money when that deal comes in. But Austin Reaves, they were able to resign Austin Reaves, bring him back after the good season that he's had last year, this past season. And it's just like, why didn't a team come in and offer him a higher amount of money and put the pressure on the Lakers there, and they would have been stuck. The Lakers would have been able to continue to make minimum deals right there. They wouldn't have been able to sign Austin Reaves in that case. But he comes back. Dangelo Russell comes back on a 2-year, $37 million deal, which was interesting because, all that time when they were sitting there saying people were alluding to that they were going to get rid of Dangelo Russell, that Kyrie Irving was coming. Once Kyrie Irving signed that deal yesterday, there was no way he was coming back. There was no way he was coming back to the Lakers. There was no way he was coming to the Lakers. Sorry. So now you got Dangelo Russell here. And I believe the second year is a team option. So he's basically playing for this season and seeing if he can get to another contract again. They signed Cam Reddish from Portland, 2 years, $4.5 million. Tauren Prince from Minnesota, 1 year, $4 million. And Jaxon Hayes, surprisingly, I thought he would have been able to get more money in free agency, but 2 years, $4.5 million out there to fill up the Lakers roster. And now looking at this, and also they got Gabe Vincent the other day. I don't want to leave that out for 3 years, $33 million. But the thing that's interesting here is that the Lakers did add shooting. You got Gabe Vincent, you got Cam Reddish if he can hit the shot, you got Tauren Prince who can shoot a little bit. So that at least boosts their three-point shooting around Anthony Davis, around LeBron. Makes sense from that standpoint. Jaxon Hayes provides a good energy, a good backup big there. That's awesome. I think that's awesome for the Lakers there. But I'm just looking at this roster, and I'm like, you made these moves basically to retool, put yourselves in a better position, add a little bit more shooting around you. Now the question becomes, are you better? Are you good enough to at least get to the Western Conference Finals again? And are you better? These moves put you in a better position to beat the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, to beat the Denver Nuggets, the NBA champions of last year. Does that make you good enough? And looking at it, I don't think so. Is there anything that changes the Lakers team from last year to this year that makes it an impactful move? You add a little bit more depth, a little bit more NBA players, right? That's what they did last season. Did you get better defensively? Maybe Tauren Prince is able to do some things there. You added some shooting with some much-needed shooting desperately. But are you better than Denver? And I'm going to say no, because they don't have – a lot of teams don't have an answer for Nikola Jokic. That's just the real of it. But I don't think this team has fixed that problem, so no. Are you better than – did you solve a Jamal Murray problem? I don't think so either, because none of those guys are going to be able to guard Jamal Murray. So those are two strikes against you. The saving grace is that Denver lost Bruce Brown to Indiana. They lost Jeff Green to the Houston Rockets, which I'll get into later. But I don't think that makes them better. I think it gives them a little bit more pathway on offense there to open up their offense a little bit and able to hit some shots and be able to. Yeah. So do the Lakers, did that put them in a better position? Yes. Did that put them in a position to win? I don't think so. I don't think they're better than Denver. I still don't think they're better than Memphis. People just look over Memphis because of the whole Ja Morant situation. Completely understand that. Brandon Clark was hurt. Steven Adams was hurt in that. John Morant got hurt in that series, I believe. But John Morant went on a tear. Desmond Bane, those guys are tough. Jaren Jackson Jr., those guys are tough. So now they just added Marcus Smart. They just added Derrick Rose. Brandon Clark's coming back. Steven Adams is coming back. Jaren Jackson's going to be better. John Morant's going to have some rest, being out for 25 games. So are you better than Memphis? Anthony Davis and LeBron James, of course, give you a shot, but I don't know if you guys are better than Memphis, especially with the addition of Marcus Smart. You know Marcus Smart's going to be in there trying to guard Anthony Davis or do anything in a series right there and try to get underneath LeBron's skin or whatever the case may be. But I just don't think they have a John Morant answer either. You're better than the Kings. Are you going to be better than this retooled Warriors? You're going to be right around there. Are you going to be able to hold the firepower of the Suns? I don't know. The Lakers are better. I'm not going to sit here. I'm a Lakers hater, of course, but I just don't think you guys are better than a couple of teams out west. I think you guys put yourselves in a better position, and everyone's kind of being there like, oh, they're giving themselves a real chance to get to the finals. And I'm just like, I think people need to respect Denver. And I think people are going to try to forget Denver because the Lakers made a couple moves here. But nah, I just don't think they're better than the Denver Nuggets, the Memphis Grizzlies, whatever the Suns are doing. There's a couple other teams out there that I think are still better than the Lakers right now. And, of course, you got LeBron a year older. You got Anthony Davis, who's always going to be injury prone. Rui Hachimura and Austin Reaves were big pickups were big finds for them last year in terms of production. We're going to see what Gabe Vincent can replicate that, what he's done in Miami, outplaying his contract, of course, getting that deal from the Lakers. He's going to be a productive player. He's an NBA player. Cam Reddish, is he going to be able to find his shot? Wasn't able to find it in Atlanta. Wasn't able to find it in New York. Didn't have enough time in Portland. So that's a flyer to me. I don't think that's just a hammer in that he's going to be as productive. Tauren Prince is a nice, solid player, a veteran that you can rely on. Jaxon Hayes is a young player who gets into some trouble. Like, does that make you guys better? Yes, I think it does make you better offensively because of the shooting and potentially offensive power that they have now. But in terms of defensively and what these other teams are doing out west, I just don't think they're better than those teams. Do they give themselves a punch of chance? Of course, in the playoffs, you never want to go against LeBron James, but yeah, I just don't think you guys are better than Denver. That's the main thing. That's what you guys have to overcome. Are you better than the best player in the league? Can your team beat the best player in the league? Can your team beat the best duo in the league right now, Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic? I don't think so. So we're going to see what the Lakers are able to do there, continue to build and add to their team and see what they look like at the start of next season. Had some nice pieces, additional pieces that they added, but I just don't think they're better than Denver.